So this is going to be a quick video on making these two different synths. First we have this Brostep wobbly type bass. And then second we have this Electro lead synth that is made pretty much exactly the same. And I'll show you how to make the bases and then where they sort of split off from each other. So anyways, here's the lead. So anyways, those are the two synths we're going to make, and just to get started, we're going to go ahead and bring in a Malström. Making sure it's initialized, we have a sine wave normally. We want to switch this to a sawtooth 16. We want to bring this octave down, because we're making basses, and we want to bring this motion all the way down. So this is going to be freezing on a micro sample of this grain table. So as I hold down note, you'll hear what happens. It's freezing on a single part of this wavetable. So then you can scan through using this index slider. We're going to stick to around 48. Next we're going to be going to oscillator B, the sine wave. Only thing you need to do down here is bring the octave down one so it matches the top. So far it doesn't sound anything, sound that exciting. Still pretty simple. We want to turn off these filters. We're going to be using filter A a little bit later, but we want to be hearing our sound without the filter until the very end. So first we're going to put this through this shaper area, because we're going to eventually be using the shaper, and we're going to be putting oscillator B through this filter B section. Even though it's not on, we need to have it go into here if we want to have it in our shaper. So it goes from oscillator to filter B, hit this up arrow to get it to the shaper, and then both will go out to the filter A. Anyways, moving on, this is the sound that we have. We want to boost the volume of this oscillator. It's not going to sound that much different other than just turning up the volume of the sawtooth, but it will make a big difference when we turn the shaper on, because it will drive the shaper a lot harder. So we're going to bring this gain up to 98. That's fine. And now for the magic button press. So this is what we have currently. And now I turn on the shaper. It has quite a significant effect on the tone. The shaper adds solid distortion that you hear in a lot of synths now. So that's what we're going to be using. We could adjust this amount knob to sort of go through some different sounds. We went around that point. 73 sounds about good. And now pretty much what we want to do is add the wobbliness. So I'm going to turn on filter A, go down to bandpass filter, bring this frequency knob down a little bit so it sounds like this. And we want this frequency knob to wobble up and down. So you could either automate it, move it by hand, or what we're going to be doing is turning on this mod B to adjust it. So as I turn this up, and we're going to sync this mod B and bring the rate up a little bit so that we get the sound we want. We're getting closer. I want to bring this resonance up a little bit. To add a little bit of higher tones. And that's pretty much it. The only other thing that we're going to be doing is adjusting the shift knob. This will add all sorts of additional higher frequencies that we really want. You can mess around with it though to get the exact sound that you want, but we're definitely going to be turning it up for this example. So. We're going to set it around 44, that sounds good. And that's pretty much it for the synth. The only other thing that we really want to do is bring down this polyphony, so only one note will play at a time. And then finally we're just going to do some simple EQing and boosting of the levels. So I'll boost this volume a little bit right now. We're going to turn on the low shelf, boost it up a little bit, and turn on the high shelf, boost it up a little bit. So now we have and then we're going to throw on a maximizer to boost the volume even more, or get it to around 0 decibels. That's what really what we're shooting for. So we have bring it up a little bit to about there. I'm going to bring this resonance down a little bit, so a little bit extreme. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this wobble bass. I'm now going to venture off from the wobble bass and now go towards the electro synth. One other note really quickly is with this wobble bass you probably want to add a sub bass sine wave or something underneath this, an octave down, or even at the same octave sounds good, just to fill out the low end a little bit more. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and turn off this maximizer because this synth is going to be a little bit louder. We're going to throw on a scream distortion unit, go to warp distortion. So it sounds like this. We don't want the wobble anymore, so we're going to turn off the filter A. And we're going to boost these parameters on this distortion unit. Bring the damage control down a little bit. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I'll bring this maximizer on just so I can get it, so I know it's at 0 decibels, but it's pretty close already. Yeah, it's pretty much there already. Anyways, you could combine these, save it, mess with whatever you want, and yeah, hopefully you got something out of this tutorial. Thanks.